April 21st, 11:37 a.m. District Court, Defendant Alarm number 3. Hello everyone, welcome back to Phoenix Wright, Justice for All. We are here in the second half of the trial on my FA. And we just learned that there were shots fired in the channeling chamber, and there was a hole in the 40th screen, which we discovered in the investigation, and that played a pretty important role in the previous part of the trial. By the way, in between the sessions of the previous video and this one, I began my laundry. So if you hear any background noise, that's what that is, my laundry going. I may need to pause the recording in about 19 minutes if I'm not done yet, which I probably won't be. But that's what that noise is, if you can hear it in the background. But anyway, let's continue. Phew, that was a close one. I know you were giving it all your all to defend me, but I could feel the death penalty hanging in the air. I felt like I was pretty close to dying myself. But you were wonderful out there. You listened carefully, made theories, and tricked everyone into believing you. Thanks. Wait, tricked? That must be the lawyer's secret technique, right? By the way, is the next witness on who I think it is? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Lotta Hart. Oh, guess there's no escaping her, huh? Remember, Nick, you promised you'd save me. If you lose, me and my sister's ghosts will come after you and haunt you. Your sister? Are you talking about Mr. Mia? Yeah, do you remember her, Pearlie? My sister was a super good lawyer. She was also Nick's teacher. Oh, I didn't know that. 11:43 a.m. District Court, Court number 2. Now we reconvene. Now the first order of... Ow! I don't want to hear it, old man. After I call my witness, sit there quietly and watch like a good little boy. Yes, sir. Bring in the photographer who witnessed the channeling. Witness, your name and occupation, if you please. Hey, Phoenix, how you doing? Just fine. Sorry about this. Didn't exactly have a choice, you know. Yowza! Name and occupation. Name and occupation. Hey, Claire, we're in town, nation. Hey, Judge, let's hear his violence against my fair self. That's fine. That's fine. It ain't fine. That's a whip. Yeah. There's no need for foolish outcries from foolishly foolish fools. Just hurry up and testify about what happened on the day of the murder. I haven't even gotten to say my name and job yet. My name's Lotta Hart, pornographer photographer, and I'm here to testify. No. Let's all be one big happy family, okay? Witness's account. Only the doc and the defendant went into the channeling chamber. We were waiting outside the door, and then bang, we hear this gunshot. Mr. Lawyer in there broke the door down, and we rushed into the room. Inside was the dead victim and the defendant waving a pistol around. I swear, other than those two, there was no one else in the room. And did you take a picture of the scene right after the murder took place? Like in course. Excuse me? Like of course. It's short for you reckon? Of course I did. Ah! Does it look like I care? Just hurry up and show your picture to the court. The moment of truth. What will be in that picture? Let's see here. Here's the picture. It would certainly seem that only the defendants and the victim were in that room. This photo added to the court record. A picture taken in the murder scene. Are you ready, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Hang on a moment. Interesting. I will clear all doubt about Maya through this cross-examination. Just watch me. Alright. Oops. Hang on.
Hold it!
Push the wrong button. Was it really only those two that went in?
Objection!
What are you babbling about? You were there too, were you not? Herc. Why don't you answer that yourself? Was it really just the two of them? Yes, Dr. Gray and Maya were the only two that went into the room. Hold on. We can't have the defense testifying against its own client. Anyway, folks, only the three of them went into the challenge chamber, you hear? But you knew that from the very beginning, didn't you? Witness, continue.
Hold it!
Was it really a gunshot?
Objection!
Are you insane? You must have heard it as well. Ugh. Why don't you testify for the court, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Was it really a gunshot? Yes. I think it was something that sounded like a gunshot. And while you're here listening to the defense testify, and the world becomes just a little crueler. I had a gunshot a long time ago, so I know. And I tell you, that was a gunshot I heard. Now this is where the story heats up. So, let me get this straight. This Mr. Lawyer there broke the door down? Honestly, Mr. Phoenix Wright, why don't you tell us what happened then? Yes, Mr. Ankama, I broke the door down. Sorry. Why does this feel like an inquisition? Only for apologizing. That was great. You're a real man. Oh, really? That's something I would have liked to see. The judge is smiling rather openly. I'll take that as a good sign. And what did you see once you broke in?
Hold it!
Are you sure it was the defendant, Maya Fey? Sure, I'm sure. Lada seems awfully confident in her testimony. Lada, please, think back to that day one more time. Watch it again, Nat. Remember what you said when we broke into the room? I was murdered. Lada, at a time like this? Times like this are perfect for 7 upshots. But anyway, what's going on in here? This gal, is she Maya? When you saw the murderer at that time, you couldn't even tell if it was Maya Fey or not. Am I correct? Well, you see. Order, Miss Hart. You're here to present accurate testimony. Yeah, sorry. Good. This shifts things back to my side. For a defense lawyer, your defense is terribly lacking, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Witness, think back to when those two entered the channeling chamber. When they entered, one of those people that entered the chamber was Maya Fey, correct? Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it was Maya that went in. It looks like we've come to a collective conclusion. The person in this picture is most certainly Maya Fey. Exactly. Rats! And I'm trapped like one. Again. I swear I'm supposed to. Okay.
Hold it!
Are you absolutely certain of that? Sure am, but that old witch stays out of the room, so... Old witch? Does she mean Morgan Fey? But there was no one else in there, and you know it. The channeling chamber was very dark, almost pitch black. Was there really no one else in there? What about... Could be behind the door, under the floor, and that's ridiculous. I'm going to say behind the folding screen. That's the only one that actually makes sense. What about behind the folding screen? Did you check back there? McGivern. Huh? What in the... McGivern, you know? You reckon? That's a given. It took me a good look around the room once. There ain't no way it was hanging out behind that folding screen. If I may have a word with you, Miss Hart. What? You got a problem? McGivern. I mean, I am having a little difficulty in understanding you. If you would stop saying such things as... Now then, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You see a problem with the testimonial, don't you? Just as I thought. There was nothing wrong with her testimony. I was with her, so I know she's telling the truth. Enough. It seems that there was no issues with Miss Hart's testimony. At the time of the crime, only two people were in the channeling chamber. The victim, Dr. Turtle Gray, and the defendant, Maya Fey. The face of the defendant cannot be verified in this picture. However, if we think about the circumstances, it would have to be the defendant. What am I going to do? I'd rather just let this go. What is it, Mr. Wright? You look as if you have something to say. If I make one wrong move, I'm going to have the judge against me. Is there anything I can present that would prove it's not Maya in that photo? I don't think I'm presenting it at this time. Well, Mr. Wright? Nothing, Your Honor. That's very smart of you, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You really should give up trying to prove this is not Maya Fey. I didn't say anything about giving up. I just don't have the right piece of evidence to prove my argument. That's enough. Is this it? Is this all I can do? I think it is quite obvious to this court that a verdict of not guilty is not possible. I told you. Totally 100% impossible. Ms. Malcoma, do you have any further questions to have for this witness? Having established the defendant's guilt, further questioning won't be needed. What about the defense? No further questions, I presume? I couldn't protect Maya. The defense... Phoenix. Phoenix, you can't make that kind of face. A lawyer is someone who smiles, no matter how bad it gets. Mia! Whoa, I guess I made it just in time, wouldn't you say? Wait a second. That's Pearl's clothing. And her hairdo. But Pearl's. Her clothes are a bit small. Anyway, what are you waiting for, Phoenix? Let's go. But how? She's already taken away every advantage. The advantage is still in your hand. Think carefully, one more time, about what you saw in the channeling chamber. Do you remember what you told me yesterday? Dr. Gray! I was murdered. What? Lana, at a time like this, times like this are perfect for setting up shots. You see, there was one final piece to this puzzle. Mia? Question Lana one more time, Phoenix. I don't know if she's doing it unconsciously or on purpose, but she's not testifying truthfully. Now then, this court would like to end the cross-examination period.
Hold it!
Please wait, Your Honor. The defense would like to request that the witness testify one more time. Overruled. I'm afraid you are too late, Mr. Wright. The cross-examination has already ended. Furthermore, it's fine. I'll allow another testimony. Von Karma's case is perfect. Absolutely flawless. And what better time than this for you to see that? But, I mean, I have some place I must go after this. Alright, I'll allow it. Miss Hart, hurry and give us another testimony. Well, heck, what am I supposed to talk about? Please tell us once more what happened when you burst into the channeling chamber. Okay, you got it. See? You got through to the judge somehow, right? Well, actually, it was Von Karma's whip that got through to him. Witness's account part 2. When we broke into that room, all I could focus on was Maya. I was, kind of scared of the dead body, so I didn't take a good look at it. I'm really bad when it comes to blood and ghosts and stuff. I still managed to point my camera at Maya and take a shot. No details different from before. Some parts of her testimony were very vague. I should press her on those sections. Still go all you like as you taste the bitterness of your defeat. Well, amuse me with your useless questions, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I'm waiting. Okay. Press this. 2, right? 2 what? 2 shots. You took 2 shots. But only one has been submitted as evidence. Miss Hart, where was the other picture you have been withholding? No. You've got it wrong. It's not me. I didn't mean anything bad. I know you can be a little mean, but I ain't evil. Well, at least she knows herself. Then why have you not shown this other picture to the court yet? Well, ain't it obvious? That prosecutor woman told me to shut my trap about it. What? Von Karma. Miss Von Karma, you hiding critical evidence. Unforgivable, Von Karma. Suppressing evidence like this, you're as bad as your father. Okay, it doesn't actually matter which one. Whoops. There was my alarm. My alarm will be finished in a minute, so I'll be pausing the recording so I can take care of that in just a little bit. Well, apparently this option here is more humorous, so let's choose that one. Your Honor, the defense asks that Prosecutor Von Karma be held in contempt of court. Well, yeah, me in contempt of court? You can't be serious. But you hid evidence from the court on purpose. That's not fair. Phoenix, are you a boy or a school child? Ack, I was so angry I lost my composure. Mr. Von Karma, would you care to explain yourself to this court? I thought this picture was not important, and thus felt no need to submit it. That's all. How can you think? The pictures were more or less the same, so why bother with the second? I mean, it's just so much more trouble than it's worth for me to submit this as evidence. More trouble than it's worth? How can you say that? If you want to see what they did that badly, I'll submit it. Last photo 2 added to the court record. A picture taken at the murder scene. Whoa. That looks nothing like Maya. What is it? Where is this picture? It's obviously the second picture the witness took that day at the scene of the crime. Well, it's a little off-center, but that's what you get with a nervous amateur. I think the important point here is the person in this picture. This is most definitely not Maya Fey. Okay, I'm going to pause the recording here. We'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Oh, this is pretty interesting. If that's not Maya Fey, then who is it? I mean, she's wearing Maya's clothing. Very strange. What is the meaning of this? This might be the break I was looking for. Now, should I or should I not insist that the person in this picture is not Maya Fey? I'm not sure which one is. I don't know which one to do, actually. Hang on, I'm going to look up the solution here because I'm not actually sure which one to do. Okay, it doesn't actually matter which one you pick, so I'm going to do this one. Your Honor, as you can plainly see, the person in the picture is not Maya Fey. Yes, I see that. It's not just her face, her whole body is taken on a different appearance. There was only one conclusion that can be drawn, then. That somehow, this other person snuck in and traded places with the defendant. Order, order, order! Well, yes, I believe you are correct, Mr. Wright. The person who was inside the chilling chamber was not Maya Fey. Mia, we did it. You're too soft. Huh? You're softer than Aunt Morgan's strawberry desserts, Phoenix. Take a look at Prosecutor Von Karma's face. She's smiling? I think I'd better continue to worry Mr. Phoenix Wright. Mr. Von Karma, what do you mean by that? Your Honor, I would like for you to take a look at this picture. This was taken yesterday at the detention center's visitors room. Wait a second. Who took that picture? This is Mr. Phoenix Wright and the defendant, Maya Fey, doing this visit. Maya Fey? But isn't this a totally different person? She looks this way because she's obviously in the middle of a channeling the spirit. It's unbelievable that she can. Yet it is the truth. When Maya Fey is in that state, she physically changes into the person she's calling. Mr. Von Karma, a word if I may. Mia? Taking pictures of someone doing a private visit is illegal. Surely you must know that picture can't be submitted as evidence. Obviously, I know this picture is illegal. But I never intended to submit it as evidence in the first place. What is she? From the moment I showed this picture to the court, this case became all mine. After all, this image has now been forever burned into the judge's mind. I don't have even a single witty line. It looks like we've been had. I don't claim to understand this, and I still cannot believe it. Are you saying that this person is the defendant, Maya Fey? If I give up here, the trial will end. But if I step up and say something wrong, it will cost me. Is there any way I can prove that the person in this picture is not Maya? I think I can, actually. Your Honor? Oh, the fire is returned to your eyes, I see. This picture. Within this picture lies a critical contradiction to all of the testimony up until now. A contradiction? So, you think you've spotted a problem with this picture? Then earn your keep. Why don't you point out exactly what is so strange about this picture? I believe it's the sleeve and the lack of a bullet.
Take that!
The contradiction lies here. You don't sound very sure of yourself, Mr. Wright. Excuse me, but can you really tell me how much confidence I can have in this? What is with that attitude? Ah, that hurt! Did we just finish discussing that her appearance changes doing the channeling? I know you ain't no dummy. There's a limit to everything, Mr. Wright. Wait, what? Wait a second. Wait a second. Which sleeve was... Must be this one.
Take that!
The contradiction lies here. Wait a minute. Okay, what did I do wrong here? What did I do wrong? Okay, hold on 1 second. I'll be right back. Okay, apparently, I don't know what I did wrong here, but I'm pretty sure this is the correct spot right here. I know it's a sleeve. I just may have done the wrong portion of it. Okay, let's try that.
Take that!
Please direct your attention here. Okay, I finally got it right this time. To the sleeve, but there isn't anything odd about it. And that is exactly what is so odd. Something that should be there is suddenly missing. Should be there? Ah! There was a bullet hole in the sleeve of the defendant's costume. If that's the case, then it should be in this picture as well. Miss Von Karma, you intended to hide this valuable piece of evidence? You will most certainly be assigned a penalty for this. Alright, this should do some major damage to her argument. Don't celebrate yet. You like to bring men down the mood, don't you? Take a look at Miss Von Karma's face. Ah, she's got that condescending grin plastered all over her face again. Jumping the gun again, I see. Your Honor, I'm going to extend an apology on behalf of those incompetent fools. What do you mean? I want incompetent fools. If those fools down the precinct hadn't missed the bullet hole, I would not have gotten a report about it. As I didn't, I could not have known that this picture was of any value to this case. I see. She's lying through her teeth. I know it. That woman knew everything. The bullet hole, the picture, everything. But you can't prove that. Franziska Von Karma's idea of a perfect case is quite fascinating, don't you think? Your Honor, you need not worry. If you must assign a penalty, I'll personally make sure that detective gets what's coming. I'm sure there will be a great gnashing of teeth at his next salary discussion. Poor Gumshoe. In any case, this is a very big problem. When the defendant was taken into custody, her costume had a bullet hole in its sleeve. However, from this photo, it would appear that right after the shooting, there was none. The judge is confused by this strange twist of events. This is your chance, Phoenix. Load all you've got into this one shot, alright? Got it. Watch this, Maya. Your Honor, there was only one logical explanation for the contradiction. I think it's this one. The defendant's sleeve had a bullet hole in it. However, this process clearly does not. There can be only one explanation. The person who shot Dr. Gray was not the defendant, but a different person altogether. What? Order, order, order! If order is not restored, I will suspend this trial. Ow! Ah! Why me? The defense's argument is a complete mess. A complete mess? I fail to see how. Please enlighten us. Hey, witness! Ah! What the heck? Is that any way to ask a gal a favor? Be quiet, you! You were the one who said there was only the two of them when you entered the room. Well, you know, if you were lying, I swear that my whip would be the last thing you see. Look, it says, you're like in my Iscaria, so why don't we say you... Ah! I swear, I was lying or nothing. There wasn't anyone else in there, honest. You see? Now riddle me this, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Where did the defendant vanish to? And where did this other woman appear from? Why is it lately all I want to do is cry? Well, if the person in this picture was not the defendant, then this poses two very big questions. First, where did the defendant vanish to? And second, where did this person come from? Barkama just said that, genius. That's right. No Hilbin answer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Come on, you can't fall apart here, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I can't believe that even me is calling me by my full name. But, I mean, how am I supposed to prove something like this? And enough yet, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Or do you think you have enough in you to turn things around even now? To turn things around? That's right. Me would always turn things around and change her perspective. Phoenix? So, where did this intruder appear from? And where did Maya disappear to? I need to look at this situation from a different angle. Let's see. What if before we broke in, the third person was already in the room? And what if Maya had left that room somehow? If I could prove that either one of those conditions were true... Mr. Wright, let's see what you've come up with. I think what happened before we forced our way into the channeling chamber is... I think it's this one here. Maya had left the channeling chamber at some point, and the defense can prove this. Oh, how a foolish fool makes a foolish face while dreaming foolishly foolish dreams. Maya Fey was being looked after by her aunt, Morgan Fey. Then the chances of her leaving the crime scene is lower than the detective's salary. Anyway, let's see some evidence. Prove that from the murder until the time of arrest, the defendant had left the room. I think it's this key.
Take that!
Miss Hart, do you remember this key? Well, I've seen it. Hey, that's the channeling chamber key, right? Before the channeling started, Maya locked the door from the inside with that. The defendant herself locked the door? Yeah, that's why we all couldn't get the door open. That key's the only one of its kind, after all. Oh, one of a kind, you say? Wait, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Yes, it looks like she's catching on. I'm afraid to ask, but why is that key currently in your possession? Huh? What do you mean? If Maya Fey locked herself in, then the key should have been with her. Yes, agreed. However, she did not have the key at the time of her arrest. Ah, well, ain't that a kick? So how come you're holding it? I got this as a present from a certain little girl. And that little girl was nowhere near the crime scene at the time. That's preposterous. This means that Maya Fey must have left the room. If she had not, then I would not be holding this key you see before you. No! It seems we have come to an impasse. This picture has clearly captured the face of the murderer. However, Is this person the defendant or not? The defense is arguing that this person is not the defendant. Furthermore, as proof, Wizard Key has been submitted as evidence. Ms. Von Karma, how can this be? At this point in time, a verdict other than the defendant's guilt is not possible. My perfect case. How is there a flaw in my perfect case? Don't think you've won yet, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I am a prodigy. I have never lost a case. And I don't intend to lose here in this courtroom to a fool like you. I don't care what I have to do. I will get my guilty verdict. That's enough. If you'd like to continue, do so in the lobby. Court will reconvene tomorrow at 10 a.m. That is all. Court is adjourned. 1:32 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 3. Wow! That was you. That was you, Pearly? You submitted my sis? Yes, I felt I had no choice. Great going, Pearly. I knew you were special. And did you know? Yeah. It's not like anyone else in there could have done that. Nick? I know you tried really hard and all, but I really don't remember ever leaving that room. And I don't think that a third person could have gone into that room. Yeah. Well, at least we have until tomorrow to figure things out. Like, what happened in that room, for instance. Yeah, I'm counting on you. Aw, I envy the two of you. Oh, by the way, Nick, do you think you could take Pearly back home for me? Sure. Alright, girls, you ready to go buy some tickets? Huh? A ticket? Poor thing. So sheltered. Well, that was a pretty interesting development. I'm gonna go ahead and save now. Yeah, number 8. And I will end the video here, everyone. So if you enjoyed this video, go ahead and smash that like button. And next time, we will continue with the second day of the investigation and where things go from there. So until next time, everyone, take care, and I will see you then.